EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week. As we check the early leaderboard, we've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. So Frank, week 4 here on the PGA Tour, and so many folks around the country and here in Scottsdale eager to get that first look at our featured golfer who has taken the tour by storm here early on. 2 wins in 3 tournaments. That's an accomplishment for anyone. For a rookie, it is unbelievable.
And now they're going to play in front of 800,000 people over the course of 4 rounds. So that alone will be quite incredible. But as you said, 2 out of 3, that's an old Meatloaf song, isn't it? 2 out of 3, ain't bad.
So another event getting underway here, Frank, and we look at our featured golfer coming in fresh off another victory 4 short days ago. You know, it's funny what confidence can do for you. Early in the season, you're probably just hoping to try and make some cuts, contend once in a while. Now you're coming into tournaments as one of the favorites to win.
As long as you don't get ahead of yourself, because, you know, there's that sort of phrase, you can be a little too cocky. Confidence is a good thing, though. I just think take a little step back. I mean, all the backslapping's finished. You won last week. Remember how you did that. Remember how well you played, what got there. There was a series of good shots. So Thursday, you've got to start doing exactly the same with that same attitude.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll stay at even par. The weather down here in Arizona, picture perfect here in the month of February, but come August, we know that'll be a much different story. Still, Frank, apart from keeping your focus and embracing, we'll call it the festive nature of this event, what is the key to really being successful here at TPC Scottsdale?
The truth, Rich, really is trying to adjust, because everybody talks of the elevation here, which is about 1,500 feet above sea level. So on a normal day around 75 degrees, that's about 5% you'd adjust. But in these cold, crisp mornings and also later in the day, that drops to about 3%. So the players that have played well here are very aware of how much that affects their iron play. Their irons go a little shorter at the start of the day. They go, they go a little further in the middle of the day, and then they drop down again in the afternoon. So constantly adjusting. That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Got it there, but not quite on target. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay at level par. We come now to the first par 5 of the day, 558-yard third. A dry wash runs down the entire right side, and then it cuts across the green. Long drive down the right side, and the green is going to be reachable in 2. As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
Two shots around this green is always good. Now, for a little CVS, perhaps a third shot on this par 5. Get one close, maybe make 4.
Right around 6 feet here for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. Frank, what kind of shot is required here at the par 3 fourth?
A little drop shot par 3 down the hill in today's standards because it's under 200 yards. Series of 3 tee boxes, so plenty to choose from there. The entry into the green is well protected now by the 2 bunkers, one in the center and one on the right front of this green.
Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. Now, Noda, this for birdie.
And this is working back up the hill, but it doesn't look like it has a whole lot of break to it whatsoever.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. This can be a tough hole, this par 4 fifth at 470 yards. It is made considerably easier if you pound your drive. And you need to hit it long and straight. From there, you'll have a chance to access the whole location and maybe make a birdie. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
Are you really going to take that seriously? That ball wasn't even going to land on the green, but it's finished up fine.
An outside look here for birdie. That one just going to sneak on by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain at 1 under par. Now to the par 4 6th. Decision time, Frank. Driver, or do you go with 3-wood?
A lot of that's going to depend on if there's any breeze. If the breeze is at your back, you can drive it all the way down the right side and take those 2 bunkers down the right completely out of play. This hole's being stiffened up, though. The length hasn't increased, but that bunkering in that choke point. So, the strategy. Do you have the length to get past them? Or, if you have to lay up, it's going to leave a much longer second shot.
This is turning a little to his left. They call that position A. That's going to be right down the middle. Should be able to spin this if he wants. 96 yards left for his second.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie. Now, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay right where he is. Arriving here at the longest of the par 3s at TPC Scottsdale, the 215-yard 7th. This green features a false front, so you don't want to be short, especially left, where a big bunker guards the putting surface. And he might have been trying to land that over the flag and spin it back, but that just carried much too far. Now a delicate little chip here for his second. Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he'll remain right where he is. Up next, the 475-yard par 4 eighth. It's a slight dog leg left. Ideally, you want to shape a right to left shot to catch a downslope on the fairway. But watch out for the 2 bunkers on the left. Par from there would be a big ask. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
Looking at 153 to the hole, pin in the back.
Perhaps a little too ambitious on that approach shot. Trying to get it to spin that much from behind the flag. Still, outside chance for birdie.
Nope. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. We close out the front 9 with the 454-yard par 4 9. Avoid the right-hand bunker off the tee, and you should have a good look into this green, which is separated by a large hump running right through the middle of it.
That's a good tee shot down the right side. That flag's a little tight on the right, so you might have to have a little think about this one.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Just a touch firm there. That'll be about 3-4 feet coming back. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that will mean it's a 34 on the front side, 1 under par. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dog leg to the right and have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play.
Good tee shot down the left side, and where the flag is cut, this is a great angle to have a go at it.
That pin in the front right quadrant of the green today as he stares down his second.
Nice approach shot, and another good thing about that, left it below the hole.
Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And he'll move to within 2 shots of the lead at 2 under par. Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway, then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the barrel outside, and your problems are just starting.
From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Great tee shot here at the 11th. Now has a chance to go at the whole location on the left half of the green, but have to be concerned about the water that wraps around the backside.
That was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. Par 3 12th may not be as famous as the Par 3 16th, but Frank, you think this may be a tougher and even better hole?
We see more bogeys and double bogeys here on 12 than 16 will ever see, and courtesy of the water behind and to the right of this green. If you're going to bail out, find one of those bunkers. A good bunker player obviously can get it up and down, but it's still no snack trying to record your Par 3 at 12.
I like the looks of this one. Okay, safely aboard. We haven't seen many closer than this all day. It's for birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. This is where the excitement really kicks in at TPC Scottsdale. The 13th hole is a par 5 at 558 yards. It is a wonderful driving hole. There's water, there's desert on the right. You have the mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. If you can drive the ball straight here, keep it out of that trouble, well, then you absolutely have a chance to get home in 2 and maybe make an eagle. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee.
Oh, that was unlucky, too. If that ball had just slowed down, it could have been an eagle putt. Just kept going. Oh, just over the back.
Five feet now for birdie. Oh, everything going right now. That a fourth consecutive birdie. So after the fun at the par 5 13th, you have to knuckle down here at the par 4 14th. It is 490 yards, and par is an excellent score here on this hole.
They've all been going straight up until that one. A little bit of a test coming up.
So he may need to choke up on this one as he gets set for his second. With a good shot there, maybe he gets away with bogey. But now, I think triple's very much in play.
You really have to bear down and focus on those type of chip shots. This time the short game, it just plain let him down.
Got it there, but not quite on target. All right, that's in for a double bogey 6. He's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. You've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
Okay, that's safely on to the island, though it does wind up in one of the 2 bunkers, so it won't be an eagle putt. A birdie chance if he can knock one in close. His third from the bunker. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15, and he'll stay at -3. Well, here we are at the 16th hole, looking at just over 160 yards. Doesn't seem all that daunting, Frank. But 160 yards with 20,000 people, horned into a little stadium in the desert, that makes it a different story.
It certainly is. This was one hole, too, where Tom Watson would send his caddy forward. He would stay back by 15. His caddy would get his yardage. Watson would simply walk on the tee. His caddy would give him the club. He would not go through his normal routine. He would simply just head away. It was one hole that he never wanted to think about. It might look simple, but it's what the player feels.
All the elements of this game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down. Oh, this could be trouble.
One of the best swings of the day. Just unlucky, really. That last bounce kicked it into the first cut.
Ten-foot putt left. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find the rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
1-3-1 all the way to the flag today. Pin back right so he can take an aggressive line.
And final iron shot of the day, and it is one of the best we've seen here at the closing hole.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. And that will be an opening round 66. That's a good plan. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to get further away.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second-round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. Out front, it's Max Homa. He's currently at 8 under. And the golfer we'll be watching, definitely in contention, just 3 shots off the lead. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
That one just going to sneak on by. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. On to the second, a 442-yard par 4. Longer hitters can try and take advantage of the downslope, 285 yards off the tee, but that brings those 2 deep fairway bunkers on the right into play. That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. Here we go.
That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
15 feet away. Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll stay at 5 under. You know where we are because you can look to the right. We're in the desert. You want to keep it out of that. If you do, with a good tee shot, absolutely a chance to get home in 2 and maybe jumpstart the round with an eagle 3. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole. Still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight-up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. Here now at the par 3 fourth. Frank, what's the setup here?
Plays a little downhill, so it won't play its full 180 yards. You can perhaps take one club off the decision off the tee. The green, as you can see now, is a little wider than what it was deep. The bunkering, though, is certainly excellent there. A little pop bunker on the right side. One there if you come up a little short. And there's another one on the left side should you pull your tee shot.
And this is going to roll off the back of the green, but it's going to end up in a good spot. Just got to cut the legs out from under this one. It's his second. Okay, I think ultimately going with the putter there, probably a good decision. That's in. Main, right where he is. Heading now to the 470-yard par 4 fifth. This hole is all about the drive. Hit the fairway, and the approach is simple, but a massive bunker on the right is trouble, making an approach over a wash very difficult. That'll wind up on the right side of the fairway. Nothing wrong with that. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay III.
The fifth always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a three.
Perhaps a little too ambitious on that approach shot. Trying to get it to spin that much from behind the flag. Still, outside chance for birdie.
Nope. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay right where he is. Par 4 sixth is not overly long at 432 yards, a dogleg to the left. It's all about avoiding those bunkers that flank both sides of the fairway. If you do, yet again, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well.
Oh, I really like that tee shot. As for the second shot, it's about 90 yards. A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
This is a 13-footer. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll remain right where he is. Now to the second par 3 on the front nine. This is the 7th hole.
Yeah, quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front. Really favoring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green, because the further back you go, the wider it gets.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Now here at the par 4-8, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards.
Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. From the fairway, Noda, this is second.
Well, he's looking at 138 yards to the front, 157 to the hole. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll remain right where he is. Finishing up the front side at TPC Scottsdale with the 453-yard par 4 ninth. Avoid the 2 bunkers down the right-hand side. Then players have an open approach to a green with a ridge bisecting it. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway.
Excellent tee shot. Just an awkward distance coming up. It's sort of in between pitch shot.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side. Par 4 10th hole. And Frank, do you think players should consider cutting the corner over that large bunker along the right side?
Well, in years gone by, Rich, that's exactly what they were starting to do. And consequently, they've sort of put in a few new bunkers really to stop that, that avenue or access into 10. Really, the easiest way to play it is just play it down the left side, leave yourself in. If you want to be brave, be prepared that if you miss, you'll find a bunker.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
150 yards to the hole, standing on even par, looking to go under for the day.
Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. And with it, he's going to move to within 3 of the lead. This is a terrific hole here at TPC Scottsdale. The 11th is 472 yards and a par 4. You can see you don't want to hit it left because water goes down the entire left side. Need to hit it long, need to hit it straight. And the best spot is to be down that right side of the fairway. All right, in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Great tee shot here at the 11th. Now has a chance to go at the whole location on the left half of the green, but have to be concerned about the water that wraps around the backside.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here. Perfect striking range for the weekend. Arriving now at the beautiful 192-yard par 3 12th, featuring a peninsula green with water hugging the right side and 2 deep bunkers protecting the left. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll stay at 7 under. Par 5 13, Frank, what kind of scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get on a par 5, obviously birdies and eagles come to mind. 13's been changed a little bit over the years. The split fairway's gone. Now it's just one fairway. Water in play, bunker on the left side. They certainly define this fairway. And they've toughened up the front and left side of this par 5 green. The longer hitter, the high ball hitter, still will get a reward at 13.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. Par 4 14th, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
152 to the hole, pin sitting back right.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And he's going to move to 4 under par. Just 1 shot off the top spot. Arriving now at the 553-yard 15th. Another reachable par 5. Water guarding the left side of the fairway. Players hit their second or third shots into an island green. And scores can range from 3 to 7 here. So the 15th is always exciting. Going to work this up that left-hand side. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Okay, that's going to come to rest in the rough as that rolled all the way through this long 15th green, but it is safely on that island. This one on the slow side as he'll try to get this one close. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to stay 2 back. This is absolutely one of the coolest holes in golf. This is a little bit like dropping Fenway Park into the desert, trading a baseball bat for a golf club. And it is bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, tie game, World Series rowdy. I mean, there is nothing like it in golf. Generate a whole lot of excitement up there in the box seats. Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Now to the 17th, and Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Okay, that's going to be saved from the lake by the bunker behind the 17th green, and that actually shouldn't be too bad back there. And that will work its way just off the green and set up a shot from the fringe. Ooh, good speed there. That'll lead just a couple of feet. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And it'll stay at -9. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
I would have been close.
This would be a 14-foot putt here. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that's going to mean this is matching 66s to begin the tournament. That is some good playing. So after a wonderful Thursday and Friday of golf, our featured player is only a shot back at the end of day 2.
The end of 36 holes, but the beginning of the weekend, Rich, which, I mean, it's going to be exciting to say the least. Can they go all the way this week?
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. On one of the zaniest days on the tour calendar, live Saturday third round coverage of the one and only WM Phoenix Open. How about fans out at 7 a.m. sharp today, making that mad dash across the grounds to get that coveted spot at number 16? As we take a look at the Saturday leaderboard. And we've got some drama brewing with a tie at the top at 11 under par. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Rich, great tee shot to start the day. Now looking at an approach shot with no penalty areas and no bunkers around this green, so all you're taking a look at is that hole location.
It's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
No, the pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace. The second hole at 442 yards of par 4 is tempting. If you're one of the longer hitters, you might want to challenge those two fairway bunkers on the right. If you carry those, you'll have another chance to make a 3. Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second. And this is looking really good.
The ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, there's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And he'll move into red figures for the round at 1 under and 11 under for the tournament. Frank, what's the strategy here off the tee at the par 5 third?
For the long hitters, they still think that they can reach this par 5 and 2 comfortably with a good tee shot. For the shorter hitters, it really is a thought about where you lay up that second shot to try and leave a good third shot yardage in. Still a good tee shot, though. That hazard down the right side protects against someone who's a little too cavalier off the tee.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
So now eyeing this one for birdie. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he moves to 2 under for his round. 12 under all told. Arriving now at the first par 3 at TPC Scottsdale. 183-yard fourth. Slightly uphill with an elevated green that is tough to see from the tee. Bunkers guard it short, right, and left. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Now a second to this par 3. That's just okay, I'd say, but he's left himself at least a chance at a par, Frank.
Come on, Rich. I mean, you're being too kind there. That's not ideal.
That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. He'll drop out of the lead, wind up a shot back. Frank, this is a demanding driving hole, the par 4 fifth.
Another hole that bends gently to the left. It used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. It's now 1, and it's in the perfect position to make you think about your tee shot. Really, you have to be left of that. The new tee's added a little bit of yardage to it. The green still looks the same as what it once was. Tilts slightly from left to right. But you can see why a draw is the preferred shot at TPC Scottsdale.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
That one just going to sneak on by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain 1 shot back. Ready to tee off now at the 6th. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's being stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side, really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Should you be bold or should you be smart?
That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing. High launch angle. That was just about perfect.
No, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
14 feet to the hole. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll stay at 11 under par. This 215-yard 7th is the longest par 3 at TPC Scottsdale. The challenge here is that there's a false front there, so if you don't take enough club, you can come back off short of the green. And if you're left, you'll end up in that big bunker, which is guarding the putting surface. And that one needed to put on the brakes, but could not, and this will wind up over the green. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Okay, that's good putt. It is in to save par. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, the par 4 8th. This is a good hole.
It is a dog leg to the left, forces the player to go at the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
That ball was sitting up beautifully on the fairway too, and the strike was just delightful, but a little too much spin, but still inside 10 feet.
Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And he gets it to 12 under par. Rounding out the front 9 with a par 4 of 453 yards from the back tee. Looks to be straight away here, Frank. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, that bunker, there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. There is now 1, and it also pinches into the fairway, which almost makes this hole look like a faint dogleg right. But really, the best line is still down the left side, so it still actually suits a draw off the tee. Green is slightly elevated and not very deep, too. So judging that second shot, getting the right club is essential here at 9. Birdie on the last, and likely to give at least 1 back here.
So a good shot there, and likely going to limit the damage if he can finish that off.
Yeah, and at this point, you're just looking to make sure you don't make things any worse.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. Now he's going to fall a couple of shots off the pace. Beginning the back 9 with a 428-yard par 4 10. Sharp dogleg to the right, offering several options off the tee. Cut the quarter with a driver and contend with a small bunker and trees, or opt for a fairway wood that brings bunkers on both sides into play. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker.
Not the best shot we've seen today, but when you consider that was set out of the fairway bunker, it certainly gets a pass grade.
Oh, wow, that is some kind of putt. Perfect speed, perfect line. It's in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that.
Now with the par 4 11th, Frank, I really like this hole.
Well, you might be the only one, Rich, because this is an absolute scorecard wrecker. Water all the way down the left side. There's two bunkers. Don't worry about that. They're not off the tee. They're around the green. They protect the left front and the back. If you think you can bail out down the right side, well, you could find cactus and all sorts of crazy things down the right. And believe me, go down there, more than anything, they'll wreck your scorecard as well.
Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Now note his second from the fairway.
145 yards left, pin sitting on the right.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
10-foot putt left.
Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament.
12th hole now, looking at 192 yards, par 3.
Won't quite play that distance because that tee shot is considerably downhill. But you really have to be cognizant of the wind if it's coming off the left, because it easily brings that water into play down the right should that tee shot just start moving with the wind.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. A two-putt has to be the name of the game here. This, a long one for birdie. Well, this one is tracking. It's on a good line. Look out. This one could be really good. Tell you what, lag putting, such an underrated part of the game, and that is well done there. Okay, that one finished off for a par. It'll hold tight at minus 13. Next up, the 558-yard par 5 13th. Great driving hole featuring water and desert on the right, mature mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. Drive the ball between that trouble, and the green is definitely reachable in two. This is a good scoring hole. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. And that's going to come up short. It's in the big bunker in front of this 13th green. So he'll dig in here as he readies his third to this par 5. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie, and he's got it to 14 under par. We come now to the 490-yard par 4 14th. quite as intimidating as number 11, but every bit as demanding. After an uphill tee shot, players hit into a green sitting precariously on what was once a spectator's mound. Par is a great score here. This one turning left a bit off the tee. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. Footer. Nope. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And he's going to fall out of the lead and wind up a shot back.
Now at the par 5 15th, and Frank, there is plenty to catch your eye. There's also quite a bit to catch your ear. You can hear the roars at the par 3 16th. So how do you focus on the task at hand?
Great question, Rich. You know, you realize you're about to enter the stadium part of the golf course, but this is the last par 5 that you're going to play. We've seen eagles here over the years. We've seen many a player hit it in the water off the tee or water short of the green. Certainly one of the tougher tee shots coming in. No bunkers here to worry about, just that huge lake to the left. Find the fairway. You might just find the green. Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. Will certainly help the cause. Here we are at the famed 163-yard par 3 16th at TPC Scottsdale, with the McDowell Mountains in the distance and the most boisterous gallery in golf looking on. This is a test like no other on tour. Safely aboard, that will not incur the wrath of this capacity crowd, and that's a victory. A birdie putt now at 16.
And he seemingly had no problem with his reads all around long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain at 14 under. Well, these short, drivable par 4s are all the rage in golf, but the designers here at TPC Scottsdale, Jay Morrish and Tom Weiskopf, were really ahead of the curve. This was one of the first, and it still remains one of the best. Short par 4s in the game, all about risk and reward. Oh, that's trouble. Long drive. But a bad lie.
Wicked.
Getting set for a second shot here at 17. Let's see if he can finish with a good one. This ball in the rough, but a pretty good lie.
9 feet left here for birdie. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the church pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. Wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second. This could be a good one.
A little short, a little up, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. That will be a third straight round in the 60s. I mean, this has been a captivating tournament so far. And our featured golfer, just a shot back heading into Sunday's final round. Is going to be exciting, Frank.
It certainly will be, Rich. One of the greatest players of all time, Ben Hogan, used to say, and I don't know why, I would rather be one behind than one in front.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Notah Begay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the base of the McDowell Mountains and TPC Scottsdale, live final round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. Here in the Valley of the Sun, the temperatures are up, the scores are down as we take a look at the leaderboard on this Sunday. Out front, it's Max Homa. He's currently at 16 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer right there to begin this Sunday, currently just one shot off the lead. I'll tell you what, that swing, absolutely perfect. And a good result as well. Walking the course today, let's bring in Notah Begay III.
Thanks, Rich. TPC Scottsdale sort of eases you into the round. Not much trouble surrounding the fairway or the green, so you have a great chance to get off to a quick start.
Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And he's going to stay 2 back.
On to the second, a 442-yard par 4. Longer hitters can try and take advantage of the downslope, 285 yards off the tee, but that brings those two deep fairway bunkers on the right into play. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Oh, right by the hole. The longer putts, you don't mind as much. The short ones, they tend to sting. That finished off for a par here with the second. And he'll stay at 15 under. Now on to the third, first par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. It used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left. Now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hold if you can't make this par 5 and 2 in a brand new.
Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
He jumped all over that 3-wood and still couldn't quite get it home. Comes up just a little bit short, Frank, but pretty good shot.
Yeah, still in prime position on this par 5, Rich. That was 2 big hits.
A great opportunity here for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3 to 16 under par. Really nice mix of holes to start here at TPC Scottsdale. The 2 4s and then the par 5. Now our first par 3. Just a little over 180 yards, Frank.
Plays a little downhill, longer than what it once was. Green is radically different. Used to be deep, now it's wide. And the bunkering, of course, is visually totally different from what it used to be.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Okay, that's probably about what you'd expect from a wedge, so that's in the acceptable range. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he's going to remain at minus 16. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4, obviously in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark. 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
That's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done.
And that's a good approach shot, too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
12 feet still to go. Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. He moves to 17 under par. Here now at the 432-yard par 4-6, dogleg left, bunkers flanking both sides of the fairway. Avoid those, and the birdie is a good possibility.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Leading is one thing, but hitting iron shots like that, that lead is going to increase.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he's got it to minus 18.
On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen.
Boy, that one was coming in hot, and it winds up carrying over the back of the green. This will test the skill set here. It's his second. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And this is going to stay a 2-shot lead. This is a good hole right here. The par 4 8th at 475 yards, a slight dog leg to the left. This is where you want to hit that sweeper. If you have that in your bag, get a little extra roll on that hooking tee shot from there, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
He's in a good spot. 126 yards left to the flag. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left of it.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. That cushion's going to remain 2 shots. Well, the key here at the par 4 ninth as you close out this front side with the 453-yard hole is to keep it away from those 2 bunkers down the right-hand side. If you do that, then you have a pretty clear approach shot. Keep in mind there is a ridge that sort of bisects the middle of this green.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
Now there's a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. That's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dogleg to the right and have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play. No issues here. That is into the fairway. From the fairway, Noda, this is second.
141 yards left to the hole, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back-to-back.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
This from about 10 feet.
Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he's closing in on what would be a 5th victory of the year. Heading now to what most consider the most challenging and intimidating hole at TPC Scottsdale, the 472-yard par 4 11. Water protecting the entire left side of the hole, so both distance and precision are required. A drive down the right side is ideal. He's got his game face on now. That's safely into the right portion of the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Great tee shot here at the 11th. Now has a chance to go at the whole location on the left half of the green, but have to be concerned about the water that wraps around the backside.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11. This will stay a 4-shot advantage with time running out for the rest of the field. Well, 16 at TPC Scottsdale is the most famous, but maybe the most beautiful par 3 of the golf course is right here, the 12th, with that peninsula green and water all down the right side and the 2 deep bunkers protecting the left. This is an excellent par 3. Is over the back, but it will stay dry. Now a second to this par 3. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And the lead's going to stay at 3. To the par 5 13th here at TPC Scottsdale. Lots of danger left and right of this tight fairway, Frank.
This hole has really changed over the years. There used to be a split fairway. That no longer exists. Which you can't carry really defines the left side of this hole. Water still in play down the right, and big change here.
Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Chance now for another birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And the lead swells to 4 with 5 holes to play. So after the fun at the par 5 13th, you have to knuckle down here at the par 4 14th. It is 490 yards, and par is an excellent score here on this hole. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for his second.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really, outside chance for birdie.
Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And the rest of the field squarely in the rear-view mirror now. This is up to a 5-shot lead. Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
Oh, they are. This is really the finishing stretch at TPC Scottsdale, where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18, where so many changes in the score can actually happen. But this one here is all about finding the fairway. A good drive down here will be well rewarded because you'll have a chance to reach this par 5 and 2.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. A good 200 yards away from a good lie in the fairway. That worked out really well, landing just short, gets that little bump onto the green, and now maybe a huge bump on the scorecard, Frank, if this putt goes down for an eagle.
Well worked out second shot, Rich. You could not fly that ball on the green and expect it to finish up in that front third.
Down to the 16th hole, and Frank, what makes this so special is the walk underneath the grandstand. It's the Gladiator coming into the Coliseum.
That's a perfect description, Rich, and that's why this hole is unlike any other hole on the PGA Tour. The atmosphere that the players feel on that tee, they cannot prepare for, they can't experience anywhere else. This is a once-in-a-lifetime par 3.
And when you look at it from up high with the blimp view, it sort of appears as though they've dropped Fenway Park or Wrigley Field right into the desert. And this is a sellout crowd. I mean, this is 20,000 fans, and there's nothing like it. There's not a single hole in golf that has more fans on it than the 16th here at TPC Scottsdale.
Just okay. Not what these fans were hoping for when they were sprinting across the golf course at 7 in the morning. That's for sure. Got it there, but not quite on target. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And the lead will remain 6 here in the late going. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down. Okay, that's going to be saved from the lake by the bunker behind the 17th green, and that actually shouldn't be too bad back there. Yeah, big explosion, got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Now this for another birdie. Nicely done. Birdie finished off here at 17. And this is now, if you can believe it, a 7-shot cushion. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. In the fairway at 18, one more good approach shot could just about seal it. Front right hole location as he prepares his second to the par 4.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still one good putt. Maybe a birdie.
10-foot putt left. Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. And that won't quite get them into the 50s, but that's quibbling. This is a round of 60. Well, that about wraps it up for us here today. I'd like to thank my partner, Frank Nobilo. Really enjoyed it, Frank.
Yeah, it's been a good day out here. Once again, we've seen the golf course give more than it takes.
For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.